I want you guys to look at something, right? I'm going to show you why Myles Garrett was railroaded by the NFL. And this is all Mason Rudolph's fault because he's a little fucking coward bitch who played like shit. Hey, he played like shit and he took his frustrations out on Myles Garrett. He didn't have a clean pocket all night. Look at he's getting rushed. He plays like shit. 4 interceptions, should have had 10. Look, he just throws the ball away like a little coward. He gets sacked. Myles Garrett don't know the plays over. He takes him down, right? And then there you go. Here's the result and frustration of a guy who threw 4 interceptions that should have fucking thrown 10, but the Browns defenders kept dropping them, and he's trying to break Myles Garrett's neck. He's trying to break his neck, trying to rip his helmet off. What's Myles Garrett supposed to do? At one point, Myles Garrett cocks his hand back like he was going to punch him, and he thought better of it. And then he just grabbed his face mask, yokes him up like a beast. Look at that little skinny twig down there getting. Look at him. This is why it looks bad because it was a white kid. That's why. If it was a white and black guy, it would have been different. They would have fucking expelled the guy forever. This is ridiculous. All right, DeCastro. Look at this. DeCastro's got a hold of Myles Garrett, and then Mason Garrett comes up, kicks him in the nuts, punches him. What's he supposed to do? You're saying, why did he throw? Look at it. And then there you go, Pouncey, the barbaric Pouncey attacks a man when DeCastro takes him down. And there's the barbaric coward Pouncey kicking him, punching him. Look at him, kicking him in the fucking helmet. What a dumbass. Pouncey should be banned from the NFL forever. What kind of dumbass punches a guy in the fucking helmet with his hand? What a dumbass. Well, let's look at this angle. Then you really get my point of view. Mason Rudolph played like shit all night, 4 interceptions. The reason his team got humiliated. Goes down and look, his first thing is, I'm going to rip your helmet off because you made me look bad all night. Look at trying to break his neck. Look at this. Man, at this point, Myles Garrett's probably like, what the fuck? Look at, he's trying to break his neck. Even his own teammates are like, why are you doing this to Myles Garrett? So Myles Garrett, look, he cocked his hand back. He was going to punch him and he said, nah. Then he grabs his fucking face mask because that's what Rudolph did to him. He grabs his face mask and then there's the Castro grabbing fucking Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett is basically being detained, but he's not going to let go of Mason Rudolph. He yokes the skinny twig Rudolph up like a beast. And then look at the little skinny twig go down on the ground. Look at Myles Garrett rips his helmet off like a beast because that's what he did to Myles Garrett. DeCastro. And then this little puppet gets up, this little troublemaker gets up and tries to attack Myles Garrett, who has one hand available and happens to have a helmet. And he's trying to attack Myles Garrett in the process, kicking him in the balls. And look at Myles Garrett. What's he supposed to do? Let this clown attack him? He's got one hand available because DeCastro got the other one. It happened to have a helmet in his hand. And he defended himself. And look at that little coward. Why me? Please leave me alone. The little coward. And then there's the barbaric coward himself, Pouncey, kicking a man, punching him when he's on the ground. Look at it. This guy's on the ground. He's over there punching him, kicking him. And then, hey, look at Ogunjobi. How did Ogunjobi get a game for fucking just pushing a guy down? Look at this barbaric coward kicking a man on the ground. How is this guy? This guy should be banned from the NFL. Smart move, Pouncey, punching a helmet. That's a smart move. Lucky you didn't break your hand, you dumbass. So Myles Garrett had one hand available because this Castro and the other Steeler had him in a bear hug. He had one hand available, but happened to have a helmet in his hand. He probably should have dropped it, but in that situation, you got a 240-pound quarterback coming at you. He had to defend himself. The NFL got this wrong. They need to reinvestigate this. Look at this. He had one hand available. What's he supposed to do? Let fucking Mason Rudolph kick him in the nuts and come after him, attack him? No. He hit him. He defended himself. Mason Rudolph, honestly, if you want to, he should be banned from the NFL. And he should have charges pressed on him for instigating this whole goddamn thing. Myles Garrett was railroaded. If you look at it from this point of view, Myles Garrett did nothing but defend himself. And I'm seeing all these fucking former players and analysts out there, oh, Myles Garrett should be in jail. He should be suspended forever. He said, yeah, watch the fucking film before you fucking judge, you fucking idiots. And there's the barbaric coward Pouncey. Guys on the ground kicking him. And look at Mason Rudolph. Why me, guys? Please leave me alone. Look at my face. Look, don't do nothing to me, guys. You played like shit. You tried taking your anger out on Myles Garrett, but didn't work out in your favor. You got humiliated. I'm telling you right now, Myles Garrett, get an attorney. This 6-game suspension is out of line. You did nothing wrong. All I seen Myles Garrett do was defend himself. You see, he was going to throw a punch at one time, but he said, you know what, I'm not going to do that. He thought better of it. And then Mason Rudolph took his helmet off, so Myles Garrett grabbed him tit for tat. And the only reason he hit him with the helmet was because they had his other hand. He couldn't defend himself. And you got a guy coming at you. What's he supposed to do? Take a sucker punch in the face? So he swung and defended himself. The NFL needs to take... I can see Garrett getting suspended 2 games. That's it. Tops. But honestly, he was defending himself. Mason Rudolph should be banned for the whole fucking season. If you're so innocent, why the fuck are you coming at Myles Garrett? Because you're a troublemaker. And Maurice Pouncey should be gone for life. Kicking a man when he's on the ground. In a perfect world, they don't get no suspensions because they was overreacted. Myles Garrett shouldn't get anything. He defended himself. A game or two at most. 6 games? No way. And Maurice Pouncey should get more because you condone kicking a man when he's on the ground. So NFL, I want you to reopen this investigation. Myles Garrett, get an attorney. This is outright. The film shows it. It doesn't lie. Myles Garrett did everything in his power not to fucking beat the shit out of Mason Rudolph. He did everything in his power. He didn't even swing the punch like he was going to, but he had one hand available when he was being attacked by Mason Rudolph, and he had to defend himself. Reopen the case, Goodell, you dumbass.